Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the activity classroom. You know that today is International Yoga Day. What is yoga? Did you hear about it? I am here to just give you an awareness about yoga, and I will show you some important and simplest postures, means asanas. We know that there are about 10 asanas in yoga. In that, important and simplest that you can also do from your home, that I will show you here. So, observe what I am doing here, saying like that you also do from your home. Not only this in this yoga day, but keeping that in your life, that is very good for your mind and body. First of all, yoga is a mind and body practice with a 500-year history in ancient Indian philosophy. The beauty of yoga is that you don't have to be a yogi or a yogini to get its benefits. Everyone can do this yoga. But be mindful, if you are seeing this, if you are watching these yoga activities, you feel that is very simple. I can also do this one. What is that? Nothing is there. But be mindful. You have to concentrate in what in that activities that you are doing, and breathe out system. There is a proper time to breathe in and breathe out when we are doing this activity. So here I will introduce you some simplest yoga postures, asanas. First one is child's pose. Child's pose. The first one is child's pose. I will do that here. Observe properly, clearly what I am doing here, saying like that you have to do. Understand? And listen my instructions also. Okay? I'm going to that position. Okay. It gently stretches your body, your lower back hips, thighs, knees. Okay, thighs, knees, and lower back, hips, and ankles. This one. Okay, ankles, and releases your spine, shoulders, and neck. Okay. Look at me. What I am doing here. Okay. Once more I will show you. This is the first one, child's pose. What is that? It gently stretches your lower back, hips, thighs, knees, and ankles, and releases your spine, shoulders, and neck. Relax for the shoulders. Okay. Do it when you want to get some a nice gentle stretch through your neck spine, okay, and hips. Focus on releasing the muscles of the spine and lower back as you breathe, when you breathe, okay. Then once more I will show you what is the child's pose. Okay. Go like this. And relaxes. This is the child's pose. I think all of you understood what is the child's pose. Okay, then second one is downward facing dog. This pose we are doing from the position that we did first child's pose. From that pose, a small change is coming there. Okay, like this, do like this first. And downward facing dog strengthens the arms, shoulders and back while stretching the hamstrings. This is also stretching calves of your feet. Do it to help relieve back pain. If you have back pain, you can do that. Understand? If you have the back pain, you can do this downward facing dog pose in yoga. Then you will get some relief. Okay. Then what is here? How to do? Understood? There will be a small pain will come here through your hamstring. Okay, once more I will show you. This is downward facing dog. And the third one, plank pose. Third one, plank pose. Then plank pose. A commonly seen exercise. Plank helps build strength in the core, shoulders, arms and legs. As you do a plank, imagine the back of your neck and spine lengthening. Okay, let us do that how it is doing. Okay, look at me. From the child pose, this is the child pose, right? From this position, we are going to lengthen the back and neck and spine lengthen. As you do the plank, imagine the back of your neck and spine lengthening. Okay? Straight, and in this pose, hold. Okay? This is the plank pose. Hold. And the next one is four-limbed staff pose. Four-limbed staff pose. The fourth one, four-limbed staff pose. This push-up variation. Are you familiar with push-up? How to do the push-ups? Yes. A small change is from there. Okay, what is to do there? This push-up variation follows plank pose in a common yoga sequence known as the sun salutation. Sun salutation. Okay, then do it like plank. This pose strengthens arms and your arms and wrists and turns of abdomen. Wrists, arms and abdomen. From the plank pose, a small change, a push-up variation. Okay, how you are doing push-ups like this, right? Okay, from that, be mindful, press your palms, okay, evenly into the floor and lift your shoulders away from the floor as you hold this pose. Okay, this is the four-limbed. This is the four-limbed staff pose. Okay. Then which is the next one? Next one is cobra pose. The next one is cobra pose. This back bending pose can help strengthen the back muscles, increase spinal flexibility, and stretches the chest, shoulders, and abdomen. Very good for this one. This much body parts. Then this pose is great for strengthening the back. Try to keep your navel drawing up away from the floor as you hold this pose. Like this. Okay, let us do that. Try with me. Okay? The four-limbed staff pose. From that pose we are going to do this. This is the pose. This is the cobra pose. From the navel, you have to do not touch other parts. Up to the navel, you can touch the body in the floor, and you can hold like this. This is cobra pose. Okay, understood? Then which is the next one? Tree pose. Tree pose. In that pose also, with that pose also you are familiar, I think. It's very simple, but be mindful when you are doing that. Okay. Beyond helping improve your balance, it can also strengthen your core, ankles, calves, thighs, and spine. And it is great for working on your balance and posture. And focus on your breathe in and out as you hold this pose. When we are doing all these asanas, all these postures, we have to keep in mind and concentrate in our breathe in and breathe out. And don't think of other things when we are doing this. Concentrate full in these activities, these asanas, and only it will be it will get a benefit for us, right? Okay, then let us do the tree pose. This is the tree pose, and concentrate in your breathe in and breathe out. Then change the leg. Same like that. Balance your body and concentrate in your breathe in and breathe out. This is the tree. Then the last one. Means we are studying here the last one, learning here the last one. There are another 3 or 4 asanas are there also, but we are not. I am not showing here. It is something little difficult for you. That's why we will study in future. Okay, and we will learn that in future. Okay. Then in the last one, corpse pose means. Are you familiar with Shavasana? Shavasana, right? Yes. I hope like you are familiar with that Shavasana. And like yoga classes typically end with this pose. Our life also end with like this pose. We will lay down on the floor one day, right? Same like that. For the yoga also typically end. This allows you a relaxation for your mind, peace, calm. You can do this always. If you have any difficulties or physical fitness problems, anything there, no problem, you can do it. In all the time you can do this pose to get peace, a relaxation for your mind. And you can do this always. Be mindful. Feel the weight of your body sinking into your mat. Mat means if you are doing all these activities in mat, That's me. Okay. On the floor, sinking your body into that floor, one part at a time. Okay. You feel that, and my body is weightless, and all the weights are sinking to this floor, into the mat. Okay. That's very simple. But our feelings, thoughts, emotions, everything will be the to make it relax. Okay, relax your body, and you feel that it is sinking into the floor. Our weight, body weight. When you are lying down like this in this corpse pose, just think about your mind, really concentrate in your mind only, not the problems, not in the problems of our life, or not the problems, any other problems. Okay, just concentrate in your mind. This is corpse pose. This is the last pose of the final pose of the yoga. And I told you some important. There are 3 or 4 asanas also there, but it is a little bit difficult for you, and we will learn that in future. Okay, you can do this from your home. Then you will get something relaxation. You can study very well. Your mind will be free. This is not like the physical education, but there is a relation with the mind and body. In physical education also we will get, means in sports also we will get relaxation for our mind. But this is different from the physical education, means from the sports items or sports and games or athletics. From that, this is totally different. We will get something, a peace in our mind, and we can study very well. And the most important thing, when we are doing this one, always concentrate in your breathe in and breathe out, and look into your mind only. Understand? And this is yoga. And this yoga day, I hope I can teach you something about yoga, and it is benefit for you. I hope like that. Okay, then do these activities, these asanas in your everyday life. That will be very helpful for you. In future also, that will be helpful. Then do that. Continue with that in your everyday life. Okay. Thank you.